Hello guys, welcome back to SimUK and SimAirport, or SimUK Airport as I've now named it. Things are going pretty well. We have very low passenger satisfaction, which is weird because there shouldn't actually be any passengers here. The airport looks like an absolute pigsty once again. I think we're going to have to increase the old bin situation. People are pretty disgusting at this airport, so it seems. We'll put one just everywhere, really. Anywhere where there's a gap, we'll put a bin. I think that's the only way forward for this airport at present. It's just crap everywhere. These people are disgusting. Let's put a couple of bins down here. That's about it, I think. Right, so last week we tweaked the schedule. I mean, it looks absolutely full, but we're giving some of these aircraft 4 hours at the gate to get people on board and then to leave on time. Seems to be working. We've got 3 cash registers here. I do want to sort this out and move the cafeteria further down here, but for now at least we're going to have to stick with it as it is, which is a bit of a shame and a bit of a mess. We've got 12,000 in the bank. Obviously I've just spent an awful lot on bins. How much is a bin? $500. Goodness me. Well, we had 20 grand before I did the whole bin thing. I didn't think I'd spent that much, to be honest with you, but maybe that's just wages that have gone out. So we're starting today with, let's say, 12,000, and let's see how well things run. So the first passengers of the day are arriving. Let's just check out these reports, actually. Secure areas are looking pretty good. Heat map. Visualise the effect that foliage, decorations and insanitary objects have on passengers. Okay, so, I mean, we've got a massive red couple of splodges here. I don't really know what I can do to fix that. Maybe I could put like a tree in the middle of this queue or something, but the queues are essential. I don't think there's much I can do about that. Obviously the restrooms are pretty disgusting, and I don't know what I can do about that, to be honest with you. Over here we seem a bit better off. I'm not sure what's causing that red. Maybe it's just because there's mess there or something. Not sure. It does seem to move, I've noticed. It doesn't stay in one place, which is interesting. So it's just where it's disgusting, I guess. Just where it's disgusting. First flight of the day. Boeing 767, 179 passengers. It's not due to depart until 8:30, so it's got 4 hours from now. Seriously, everybody needs to be getting on that flight. And seriously, I mean, look at this. There is a lot of congestion here. I'm going to need to build this out so people have got a bit of breathing space. Definitely some work to do here. I might shorten the security area as well and do something nice with that. There's also the option to have a bar. I don't know if you've seen that. Well, I say that, but where is it? Oh, is that part of the experimental? Have I got to join beta to get that? I didn't realise. Right, well, this week I'm not going to be able to build a bar, but next week I'll join the experimental branch, and then we can start seeing new stuff. I thought it was already in. So odd that it isn't. So I'm going to try and find the experimental branch, and then we'll have a whole bunch of new stuff coming every week, hopefully. 8 and 8, and oh, let me just slow that down. Scheduled to depart at 6:15. You've left on time. That's awesome. You've still got an hour and an hour and a half, sorry. And you've nearly fully boarded, so that's a good sign as well. All going very well at the moment. Satisfaction is 93%. We don't have a queue here by the food vending machines anymore because we have about 100 of them in the airport. ATMs work now, apparently, but that's probably part of the experimental branch as well, so we're not going to see that today. Apologies. I shall make sure that I've joined the experimental branch by next week. everything seems to be running rather smoothly. How are we doing here? 25 minutes to go. Yeah. Still got like 10 people not on the plane. 10 minutes to go. Come on. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And there's still 5 people not on this aircraft. And now the plane is running late. So 4 people didn't get on and that plane left late. That is so annoying. And that's what? The 9893, which I think is our first flight of the day. 9893. Okay, so I've extended that. It's got nearly 5 hours to get people on that aircraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to get on the really big aircraft. Now, actually, I'm going to make these leave at the same time. Oh, this isn't going to apply till tomorrow, is it? That's rather annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Five hours and they still can't get everybody on board. That is so irritating. Alright, let's see here. 2 hours, 13 minutes, 5 people not on board. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. One person did not get on that flight, but it did leave on time. And you can't really say fairer than that, can you? That's looking pretty tidy. I think that's running rather well. Could do with a bit more cash coming into the airport though. 21,000 in the bank is not enough to buy a third gate, certainly, or to build any improvements anywhere. Is there a way to expand? See, look at that. How much is it going to cost to build all the way across here? $213,000. How on earth are we going to get there? Wow. It's interesting because we're actually quite a busy airport. We just don't make any money, so it seems. Another thing that's bothering me at the moment is if I dismantle this chair, for example, I can't then use that boxed up dismantled chair to move it and build it somewhere else. I seem to have to buy a new one. Now, originally when I first started playing the game, I thought that worked. But a couple of times I've noticed that it isn't. So yeah, I'm a bit confused by that. I'm not sure if it's working or not. 65 out of 67 leaving late and they're still not on board. What is going on? Where are these 2 people that haven't got on their flight? There's hardly any queue here, so that's not the issue. I just cannot fathom where they're getting stuck or where they're being held up. There seems to be no reason for it. So in order to build a third gate, thinking about it, we're going to have this taxiway extended. We're going to have to extend this, I don't know what you call it, promenade, gate area, boarding area. Probably, yeah, boarding area. We're going to have to expand that. So that's a minimum of 60 grand. How much is taxi? Oh, actually, I think it's in here, isn't it? Taxiway. Wow, $16,000 for one section. So we are now currently stuck. I mean, we need hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in before we can expand and build anything else. Let's have a little look at research. What does finance allow us to do? It gives us the ability to hire a CFO. The CFO allows me to conduct additional research and unlock various finance-related utilities, such as advanced reports. What the heck? What's happened to this aircraft? Why, it just stopped on the runway then. That was crazy. Sorry, that really freaked me out. Allows you to unlock various finance-related utilities, such as advanced reports, bank loans, lower taxes, and improved profit margins. That's what we need. That's what we need. That's going to cost us 60 grand. So that's our target, I think. Ability to hire a COO, Chief Operations Officer, but it doesn't say what he does. We definitely need finance, don't we? Finance is our target at the moment. 60 grand in the bank and finance. So I think as we are, let's speed things up. As we are at the moment, we're making a profit, albeit a small profit. But that should, theoretically, sooner or later add up to 60 grand. Hopefully sooner. By the end of the week would be nice, wouldn't it? Say day 18, 19, maybe 20 at a push. We should be on 60 grand. That means we can start the research. And by the time it's finished, it's 6 days to do it. So by the time it's finished, we should have another 30 to 60 grand, hopefully. And then whatever operations that unlocks, we can then start building improvements to the airport. I think at the moment that's our only option, because we're not making enough profit per day to justify or generate enough income to be able to actually do anything. So we need to unlock that research in order to potentially increase our profits. That's basically where we are. So we're starting the day with 29,500, day 16. I'm not going to do anything. We're just going to let it spin through the entire day. The schedule seems to be okay. Still people not getting on board, but there's not much we can do until we have a third gate, to be honest with you. I can't give every single flight 5 hours to board. I mean, 5 hours is an incredibly long time. Okay. So, we seem to be making money on food and the vending machine food, which is good. I think that's where our primary income is coming from. Oh, what's this? Somebody's stuck. Now, what bothers me about this is that if she knows she's stuck, I mean, if it's smart enough to know that they can't move and they're stuck, why don't you just automatically send them home? Why make me do it? That's just ridiculous. An annoyance. An unnecessary annoyance, to be quite fair. 5 people didn't get on that flight. And they're sat in the cafeteria eating some food but not getting on their flight. It's silly. Now, there's only 10 people not on this flight and they've got an hour to board. I think I could possibly bring that 707's boarding time right down by an hour. Finally on board. So maybe that's something that they've built into the AI, is that some people just want to get on at the last minute so they don't have to sit there and wait for too long, which is, you know, pretty realistic, quite believable. So maybe I can bring those schedules down. Definitely that 707. Let's just go find that 707. I think we can bring that down a tad for tomorrow. We'll keep tweaking it until we get there. Another thing that's cool that I haven't looked into doing yet is you can actually build a second road, which is pretty smart. My guess would be that they haven't been smart enough to think about how you're going to cross the road. It would just be a case of crossing the road, I guess. But yeah, that's okay. 92% satisfaction. Major complaint is bladder. We need a larger bathroom. Whoa! I hope that didn't affect the video. Sorry guys, I just flicked a button on my keyboard and dropped the game completely. I'm not sure if the video is going to be affected by that. I do apologise if it is. 6 o'clock. 42,000 in the bank. Crikey, what did we start with? 20 something? Wish I remembered that. 27? Was it? Something like that. So we're making 20 grand a day, which is good. Which means by the end of tomorrow, we should have 60k in the bank. Let's just leave everything running at super speeds. Scheduled to depart at midnight. Oh, they're both leaving at midnight. Now this is what I wanted to see. What's going to happen when two aircraft try and leave at exactly the same time? It's exciting, isn't it? It's not that exciting. We've got another 2 hours to wait before they leave. Let's see if everybody's on board at least. Very nearly. Very nearly. Okay, it would be good if everybody got on board for this final flight of the day. Actually, that's not good. I think everybody's going to be on board that one, not this one. So the 767 has departed on time with 2 passengers missing, and the 737 is departing a few minutes late, but everybody's on board. So not a bad day, not a bad day. Passenger satisfaction's pretty low, but that's because the 2 idiots left at the airport are those that didn't get on their flight when they were supposed to. And already we've got the next load of passengers arriving for our 4 a.m. flight. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm just wondering if I could put another runway sort of here along this gap. Not sure what benefit an extra runway would have for us at the moment. How much is a runway these days? $100,000. Right. We won't be doing that for a little while then. 50 grand in the bank. I think by the end of today, guys, we might have enough to start that research. Can I start the research early? Oh, hang on. Have I misread this? It's not $6,000 for 10 hours. It's $6,000 and it will take 10 hours. You pillock. This whole time. This whole time. I'm sorry, guys. I bet you've left me something in the comments telling me that I'm being a moron, haven't you? Absolutely stupid. Right, we got 46 grand to play with, guys. That's actually not that much money, to be fair. But by the end of the day, we will have finance in place. Now, I bet he's going to need an office or something, isn't he? Which means we're going to have to spend some of that money on an office. Yeah, we're definitely going to have an office. How big does an office have to be? It doesn't say. But it must have an enclosed space with a door, an office desk and an office chair. That seems pretty reasonable. How long's left on this research? 50% done. Okay, we'll let that tick over and we're going to build our first office. Office desk. So I'm thinking I'm just going to build it here actually, guys. That's going to be a massive office, isn't it? Oh well, I don't mind. I think it'd be worth it if this guy's going to start bringing us in more profits. I think that's a good build. How much did that cost us? Quite a bit, actually. Now, you're going to ask me, why did I just build that extension? And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. And you're kidding me, we don't get that money back. Oh, that's an epic fail right there. We've just been robbed. We paid for the extension to go all the way out there. Then I cancelled that project, but we didn't get that money back. That is huge. That is a huge problem. Oh, crikey. Wow. I do really feel as though I've been robbed there. That's really annoyed me. That's 25 grand I've just wasted on absolutely nothing. That is disgusting. That is a major bug that desperately needs fixing. Holy cow. Where's this finance guy? 3% to go. Man alive, we need this chap to come in and start making us a profit now. Finance is complete. Fantastic. So does that mean I can hire some staff? Oh, we haven't got enough now. $5,000 to hire him in and $100 an hour. Holy cow. Well, that's ruined my day. Quite literally. So we're not going to be able to hire this guy in until tomorrow, it looks like. So let's get to tomorrow as quickly as possible. I can't believe... A, I can't believe I did that. B, I can't believe the game is that broken. I mean, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Daylight flipping robbery, that is. How dare they? Fortunately, we are making some profit these days, and we can now hire this guy in, which is good before the end of the day. There you go. Welcome to the airport. You have no idea how much stress you have caused me, sir. So, now that he's here, what can I do? What benefit does he give me? Must research pricing. I know what I've done. Where's the office thing? Well, I know what I haven't done. Let's turn this into your office. Ta-da! Now we can research stuff. No? Seriously? Short of cash. Fine. Fine. So guys, I'm going to call that a day today. Ending on a bit of a down note there. That £25,000 that they stole off me has very much irritated me. That could have really improved things for tomorrow and for the future of the airport. So I am annoyed that they have not highlighted and fixed that issue. Very much so, in fact. That being said, it looks like all of the equipment is there to build. I'm just wondering if that means... Yeah. So we've bought the equipment. We've bought the raw products to build this extension. So we can now extend something. We can now build another office for free because we've already got the tools and the walls and the stuff And we've got a prep cart and stuff over there. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's not as big a bug as I thought it was. Both these aircraft are leaving at the same time. That pretty much ends the day on a nice note. 3 people not on that flight. Everybody's on that flight. That's the same as yesterday. Interesting. So I'm going to call that a day today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye for now.